Okay, good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well today. Today, we're going to go over section 5. So, this is the last section on your review packet. Um, After this section, we are going to take an assessment on this stuff. So, stay tuned for a post about that on Google Classroom. I will be letting you know what you need to fill out, and then that will be counted as a test grade. So let's get started. It says section 5, you can graph points on a coordinate plane. Use an ordered pair x comma y to record the coordinates. The first number in the pair is the x coordinate and the second number is the y coordinate. To graph a point, start at the origin, which is 0, 0, move horizontally according to the value of x, and then move vertically according to the value of y. So there are no example problems per se inside of this. However, I'm going to do one problem from each of these sections just so you understand how to do it. So backing up for a second or just reiterating what this said, remember, I'm going to highlight on this first one right here. Remember, this right here, what you can see I'm highlighting in yellow, that represents the x-axis. So the x number in an ordered pair, when you have an ordered pair like this, x is always first, followed by y. Things to keep in mind, if x is positive, it means you're going to go to the right of the origin. You're going to be over here where I circled. If x is negative, you will move to the left because the numbers are negative over there. Now, the other thing that you need to keep in mind is that this is the y-axis. And so the y-axis is vertical, it moves up and down. Similar to the x-axis, there's a positive and a negative end. The positive is always going to be up, like that, and the negative part is going to be down there, like that. Okay, so that being said, remember what ordered pairs are. We remember what the x and y axes are. Let's take a look at, let's try the first one. So you can see it says list the ordered pair for each letter, then identify the quadrant or axis the point lies in. So something else to keep in mind as you're looking over this. I'm going to draw a little thing here. The first, let me get a different color so it's a little easier for you to see. This is considered the first quadrant. And once you can identify where the first quadrant is, if you can remember the capital letter C, this will tell you the order that they go in. So that's the first quadrant. This is the second quadrant. This is the third quadrant, and then this would be considered the fourth quadrant. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Now, that's the second part of the question. It says, then identify the quadrant or axis. So the axes are easy. We've already gone over those. That's either the x-axis or the y-axis. Now, it says find part C. So, or excuse me, find um, point C. Couldn't think of the word. So point C is right there. So we need to determine two numbers, how far left or right, and then how far up or down. Okay, so X is left or right, and then up or down. So let's see here. So we're going to start at the origin, which is right there, and we're going to go left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we went left 5 from the origin. The origin meaning that's the center part right there. So since we went left, the x value is going to be negative, and we moved 5. So it's negative 5. Now from there, we need to determine how far up or down we need to go to get to this point C right there. And if you notice, we're at the origin, we only had to move left. We did not have to move up. We did not have to move down. Therefore, the Y value here would be 0 because there was no up or down movement. So that point, C, is at negative 5, 0. And then it says identify the quadrant or axes the point lies in. This does not lie in a quadrant. You can see it's in between quadrant 2 and quadrant 3. So therefore, we can just say that it lies on the x-axis because the x-axis is right there and point C lies right on there. So, all right, guys, that's enough for those problems. You can complete the rest of those. Now let's look at the next one. It says plot and label the following ordered pairs. So I'm going to pick, let's see here. I'm going to pick number 48. I'm going to do point I. And so 48 says -5, -7. So zooming in here a little bit so I can see, we're going to start right here at the origin. That's where you always start when you count out your ordered pairs. We need to go -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice the first number is always left to right. In this case, it's a negative, so we go left 5. Now we need to go down 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so after going left 5 and down 7, you can see our point is right there. And I'm actually going to make it red so it's a little bit easier for you to see. There's our point, and we should label that as point I. And that would be how you do that second part. So I would like you to complete those other 6 problems on your own. All right, guys, hopefully that made sense. Hope you're doing well. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.